Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dom DeMeo with the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance, and we're coming to you live via Facebook and YouTube. So we're just glad to see everyone as we can this afternoon. We wanted to welcome you to the Sandies to see our nominees. Our recipients receive their awards today for the 10th Annual Sandies Awards and our presentation. You know, 2020 has been different, and like this, it's a little different as well. So we're coming to you with a new presentation and a new look. Hopefully we can get back to seeing you in person, shaking hands and giving hugs. But for now, this is what we have. So we hope you enjoy the next hour. Before I get started, I'd like to give a big thank you to Mike McCoy and Jamie Kahns from the Bank of America. Bank of America is our presenting sponsor today, and they've been committed to this sponsorship for over a year. When we weren't able to bring our 300 members that we normally bring together into a room, given what we're dealing with the health crisis, I went to Bank of America and explained to them that we're going to have to go virtual. There was no hesitation. Bank of America remained 100% committed in the support of both the Alliance and the community. So a big thank you out to Bank of America, our presenting sponsor. I'd like to also acknowledge a couple of our government officials and dignitaries in our attendance today. Normally we'd have them stand, but it's a little bit difficult given what we have, and we're unable to have them stand. But I'd like to introduce Manatee County Commissioner Vanessa Ball. We have in the audience today, listening and watching, 3 new commissioners that were sworn in this week: George Cruz, James Satcher, and Kevin Van Ostenbridge. We have Manatee County Commissioner Carol Whitmore, Manatee County Administrator Sherry Courier, and the Deputy County Administrator Karen Stewart. Thank you all from the county that have attended. We have Regional Chancellor from the USF Sarasota Manatee, Dr. Karen Holbrook, and the CEO with the Greater Sarasota Chamber of Commerce, Heather Kasten. I reviewed the registration this morning, and I believe I acknowledged properly, but my regrets if I've missed anyone. What I would say, if I missed you, if you're a dignitary and official and you're watching today, we are running chats on both of our YouTube and Facebook presentations. So please feel free to put in chat that you're watching and we'll acknowledge. Also, so you all know, the chats are also running, and we would love to hear your comments along the way. So make sure you tell us what they are. As you all know, I usually get up on the podium and I thank our annual sponsors. You know, we would never be able to do what the Alliance does without having our annual sponsors. And our presidential sponsors are the Brain Health Initiative, Grapevine Communications, Kirkering Barbario, Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, the Manatee County Government, the Observer and the Business Observer, the Players Center, Wright Technology, Sarasota Memorial Healthcare System, Synovus, and Williams Parker, Harrison, Dietz, and Getson. At our next level of sponsors, our annual executive sponsors, and bear with me because there's quite a few, but I want to make sure they get acknowledged. Bank of America, the Bank of Tampa, Blake Medical Center, Herald Tribune, HH Staffing, Homes by Town, Iberia Bank, iHeartMedia, Sarasota, Kaiser University, Lakewood Ranch Medical Center, Lakewood Ranch Community Activities, Libby's and the Tableside Group, the Mall at University Town Center, Malden and Jenkins, Michael Saunders and Company, Najmi and Thompson, Norton, Hammersley, Lopez, and Skokas, South Tech, Tandem Construction, Willis Smith Construction, and WSRQ, a Lecom station. Please refer to your digital program or the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance website for our corporate and associate level sponsors as well. A sincere thank you goes out to all of our annual sponsors. These companies support our internal workings within the Alliance. With their support, we strengthen your power of connection. Please consider joining them in our Alliance support in 2021, and a virtual round of applause for our annual sponsors. What a mouthful. So I now am able to welcome Lisa Kirkland, our 2020 chair of the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance and director of marketing at Blake Medical Center, for a recap of 2020. Lisa, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Dom. And I'd like to extend my congratulations to all of our Sandies finalists today as well. You know, the first Sandies Awards member recognition program started back in 2011, and that tradition has continued to be a highly regarded annual celebration where we carve out this special time to recognize and celebrate some of our outstanding Alliance members. And while this year's Sandies program does look a bit different, it feels a bit different too. The intent of the program definitely remains. We want to honor and celebrate these exceptional efforts and accomplishments of individual members and member businesses. Given the year we've had, it's quite fitting that this year's Sandies Awards centers around the character and the resilience of our business community. I'm grateful that we have this opportunity to honor those that have shown us what it means to stand tall, keep going, and even thrive during an incredibly challenging year. I also want to take a moment to thank everyone who took the time to nominate a member or an individual to be recognized during today's program. These individuals all were very inspiring in 2020, and we appreciate everyone's efforts. You know, success stories can educate, motivate, and plant seeds for new possibilities for all of us, both personally and professionally. Before we jump into our awards presentation, I'd like to take a brief moment to give you a little state of the Alliance, as Dom alluded to earlier. You know, it's hard to believe that it was actually in 2020 that we all got together in person. I think there was about 350 of us at our annual meeting back in January at the Grove Ballroom. It was pre-pandemic, when none of us would have ever imagined or thought of bringing a mask or practicing social distancing. And about 6 weeks later, the pandemic spread across our community, and it caused the way we engage with one another to dramatically change. We had to pivot, but pivot we did. And our amazing group of volunteers, from our Alliance committee members to our board of directors and our hardworking staff, we all came together. We did it virtually, but we were together. And true to this organization's collaborative nature, we stayed connected and we got to work. Our teamwork brought forward a robust offering of virtual programming, from a record number of educational leadership online programming, to our State of the State with Florida State Senate President Bill Galvano, to our Meet the Candidate forums, and to other virtual social events and happy hours that were all helping to keep us connected and in the know. We've served as a resource for vital PPP information throughout the pandemic, and we've become a trusted go-to source for local businesses to get the information that they need surrounding Manatee County CARES Act funding. In Q3, we started with socially responsible in-person event opportunities like our Lunch with Ranchers and our Alliance Gives Back annual multi-day event. And we also had our first open air business showcase in late October, as well as our annual Ranch Scramble. It was a sold out event, and that happened just earlier this month. And we've got programming scheduled both virtually and in person throughout the end of 2020 and into 2021 that continues to bring you opportunities to connect, educate, and strengthen your business, as well as the business community. I hope you'll take advantage of these opportunities and join the exciting things that we've got planned for all of you. And with all that being said, I think it's time to connect back with Dom and start our awards presentations. Dom?
Well, thank you, Lisa. We appreciate the comments and your help this year on the board. You know, having a year that we've had. You've helped us stay stable and firm. So thank you for your time and efforts. I have a few other acknowledgments that we'd like to have today before we get started in the program. And we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing today without our sponsors. Obviously, our presenting sponsor, Bank of America, as I stated before, and our award sponsors, Sarasota Memorial Healthcare System, Manatee County Government, Synovus, and Kirkering Barbario. Them with Bank of America will be our 5 presenters today with our awards. A couple additional acknowledgments. A big thank you to Grapevine Communication for their work on the videos today. And I said video, so stay tuned. I think we may have one more for you. The Bank of Tampa for the gifts that were delivered out to the finalists. They were delivered already, and they went to all the finalists, not just the winners. Our gold sponsors, Willis Smith, Grapevine Communications, and Manatee County Government. And silver sponsors, Robert Toll & Sons Funeral Home and the Otto Group at High Towers Advisors. These gold and silver sponsors also received meals delivered from the Grove in Lakewood Ranch. Thank you, Grove, for helping us make these meals available to the 2 sponsor levels. And lastly, a big thank you to our subcommittee, led by Lori Ruth of the Observer Media Group, and all of our volunteer judges who spent time and effort looking and reading and making sure that we chose the right finalists for this year. You know, usually the Sandies allows the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance to celebrate our most prized assets, you, our volunteers. This year's we obviously had a change, and we changed the categories a little bit as well. So those corporations and individuals that went above and beyond during the crisis are what we're honoring a little bit more this year. Having read the nominees, I believe almost every one of our nominees were winners. So we had I'm sure the selection committees had tough times in picking those winners. You know, I always believe, and I will always believe, that the vibrance of one's community transfers to the positive economic future of its businesses and residents. Thank you for all of our members and our winners here today for lifting our community higher during a year of transition, is the word I will use right now. If you're a finalist today, we normally would ask you to stand, so we won't see you standing. But I just want to make sure you all recognize that you've displayed an extraordinary commitment and an extraordinary character throughout your daily lives this year. You're distinguished here today, and you're among colleagues and fellow members who have lifted you higher into the community setting. So thank you for being here. So what have you all been waiting for? I think we've reached the time where we're going to get into our finalists. And we'll start with our Community Champion Award individual. Please join me in welcoming Kevin Gillen, Market Executive with Synovus Bank.
Hello, Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance. I'm Kevin Gillen of Synovus, and I lead the bank in St. Pete in Lakewood Ranch, and I'm also a resident of Lakewood Ranch. 2020 has been a really challenging and unusual year in the banking industry, but I am proud of the way that Synovus has stepped up. Our bank was built for times like these, embedded in our communities, close to our customers, and able to quickly assess and anticipate the needs. Here in Tampa, St. Pete, Synovus made over 1,400 Paycheck Protection Program loans, totaling over $250 million, which is equal to around a third of the PPP loans that were made statewide. We've been diligent in following public health guidelines of our team members and for our customers, and of course, we've continued to support the fantastic work of organizations such as the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance. Dom DeMayo and Dan Sidler, on behalf of everyone at Synovus, we thank you for your work and for everything you do for our communities. And now I'm honored to present the Community Champion Award for an individual. This award recognizes a person in our community who has shown strong support of the community and the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance. They have humbly served our community with their outreach and exemplified service above self. The finalists for this award are Lisa Kirkland, Blake Medical Center; Peggy Cronus, Willis Smith Construction; and Amanda Parrish, Foley Bryant Architecture. And the winner is
Peggy Cronus, Willis Smith Construction.
You're on the board now, right? Huh? You're on the Alliance board now? I start next year.
Hi, Peggy. How are you today?
So you can see that.
I'm good, thank you. I'm so excited.
Well, good. So, Peggy, as you know, inside of your interview system that we went through, it was told that you had so much community outreach so far this year. Did you have a favorite? Did you have a favorite that comes to mind?
Well, actually, I really did enjoy working with East Manatee Fire and Rescue. We had just completed Fire Station 7, and we were beginning to build Fire Station 8. And we partnered with them providing masks for all of the first responders. And however, I choose not to ever have to cut patterns again for this mask and this another pandemic. So I think we're good. But to be able to support our community as a whole, it makes me feel value and to be able to give back.
Do you have any words of wisdom for the others out there, Peggy, before we leave you?
Well, I say this often because Willis Smith, we do have a work family. And with that being said, I can't do much by myself, but together we can all make a huge difference. And I try to live that every day and give back to others. And I know as a company, we do the same. It's our vision of John LaCivita and Dave Sessions that allows me to be able to work very hard and to be able to do this together.
Well, congratulations. Well deserved. We know how hard you work every day, and we appreciate what you've done for us and for the community. It's a great day for Peggy Cronus. Good to see you.
Thank you so much. It's a good day for all of us.
And I want to thank Kevin and Synovus Bank as well. They're a strong supporter of both the Alliance and everything that we do in our community, as well as what others do in the community. So thank you, Synovus Bank and Kevin. And we're on to Rising Star. So the Rising Star will be presented by Rob Lane, Managing Shareholder, and Kirkring Barbario. Please allow me to welcome Rob.
Good afternoon. My name is Rob Lane, Managing Shareholder at Kirkring Barbario and Company. It's our honor to present today's Rising Star Award. Our company, like so many successful companies, know just how important leadership development is for success. We have allowed all of our key employees, as well as shareholders, to participate at all levels of leadership, whether that be within the firm or out in the community. We believe that this leads to success. So today I am pleased to present the Rising Star Award, which recognizes a young professional who has demonstrated the fundamental aspects of leadership, innovation, and excellence within their company or community. The finalists for the Rising Star Award are Alex Galt, the Otto Group at Hightower Advisors, Jeff Toll, Robert Toll and Sons Funeral Home, Alexa Frochet Finn, FCCI Insurance Group, and the winner is?
Thank you, Rob. And the winner is Alex Galt, the Otto Group and at Hightower Advisors. Congratulations, Alex.
Thank you. I'm honored.
Yeah, the floor is yours. If you have any comments, if not, I have a question for you. So I'll let you go first.
Of course. Thanks so much, Tom. I appreciate it. And thanks so much to the Alliance. It's really, an honor to accept the award. I was born and raised in Bradenton and Sarasota, and I've always been passionate about our community, but being part of the organization has really showed me what the power of connection can do to our business community, especially in this year. I think it's safe to say 2020 has not been a normal year, at least not for me. Watching the Masters in November wasn't something I expected, or wearing a mask in the supermarket outside of Halloween is not something I do every year. So it's definitely been interesting. But the great thing about business is we adapt, right? We innovate no matter what the circumstances are. And so I think that even through the craziness of this year, we all have a lot to be proud of. And we never wavered in our commitment to connect, educate, and strengthen the community, and that's what's it's really all about. So thanks again for the opportunity, and congratulations to all the other finalists and everybody attending today.
Before you run off, Alex, during your interview process, you talked about the importance of leadership. Is there anyone who's inspired you as a leader to get to where you're at and maybe go forward?
Yeah, several people. Obviously my dad and my family members are all inspiration for me to be where I am today. I grew up in the financial industry, and as did my other family members. And then I was asked the question in the interview what my favorite business person was, and I think the answer I gave was Elon Musk. And he's a dreamer and an innovator, and I think he's got a quirky personality, but nobody can really fight what he's done for his industry and the world, really. So those are my two inspirations for what I do.
Both really good. I think you got to put Dad first, and then Elon second. Yeah. Well, congratulations again. We're proud to see you there, and we look forward to seeing you in person. So have a great day. Enjoy your day.
Likewise. Thanks so much.
All right. Take care. So before we move on, I do want to thank Rob and Kirkland Barberio team. Both Rob and his team are strong supporters of the Alliance and strong supporters of our community and region. So thank you again, Rob and Kirkland Barberio. So we're gonna move on, and you're gonna think I'm going to the next award, but we're actually gonna take a little bit of a halftime pause, and I'm going to turn the program back to Lisa Kirkland to reflect a little bit on our 15 years of the Alliance. Thank you. Welcome again, Lisa.
Thanks, Dom. And I just want to say a quick congrats to both Alex and Peggy. Well-deserved. Very happy for you both. Thanks for all you do for our community and the Alliance. As we continue to celebrate our 15th anniversary this year, we're taking a few moments now to express our gratitude for the 19 member businesses that have been members since we first started back in 2005. I'll start the list now with Blue Sky Lending, the Bradenton Herald, Bank of the OZK, formerly Community Bank of Manatee, Gallagher Affinity, which was formerly MGA Insurance, iCard Merrill, Kaiser University, Kirkering Barberio and Company, Lakewood Ranch Golf and Country Club, Lakewood Ranch Medical Center, Manatee Technical Institute, Michael Saunders and Company, Neal Communities, Premier Sotheby's International Realty, Promotions Notions, Raymond James, Schroeder Manatee Ranch, Shoemaker Loop and Kendrick, the Windsor of Lakewood Ranch, and WBRC Architects and Engineering. We greatly appreciate your continued support of the Alliance and business community, and thank you for everything you've done that's helped us grow into the organization we are today. Now, today, we're also thrilled to have a special guest with us. He's a founding Alliance member with MGA Insurance, now Gallagher Affinity, and our 2008 Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance Chair of the Board, Lou Marinaccio. And Lou, are you there? Oh, there you are. Hey, Lou.
Hi, Lisa. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Now, for those of you who don't know Lou personally, he's a consummate entrepreneur. He's seasoned in the insurance and benefit consulting business, and Lou's got a passion for mentoring new business entrepreneurs. And he and his wife, Anne Marie, they still continue to be very active with our Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance activities. So thank you for that, Lou, because that's a long time you've been involved with us. So we
and it's still fun.
Now, Lou, looking back on 15 years, how has the business landscape in Lakewood Ranch changed, and what surprised you most about the growth of Lakewood Ranch?
Well, when I look back and I think about 15, 18 years ago, you might recall we were in a recession 2007, 2008, 2009, and while we didn't have the medical issues in 2007 and 8 that we have today with the pandemic, it was important businesses at that time to think about the future. And the future was really investing in their employees, investing in their business, and investing in the environment that they were doing business with. So I think the landscape back then and to what has improved to today is that we've got tremendous choices of housing, and housing attracts employees. And we have rental apartments, we have condominiums, we have duplexes, we have single family residence, we have every price point, every interest, everything that you would ever want in a community is right here in Lakewood Ranch. And I think that's why the business community here will continue to thrive for the future.
I couldn't agree with you more. And not only is it here, it's absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
We're all so blessed to live, work, and play where we do. That's for sure.
We're blessed.
I mean, we are. All right. So today our alliance sits with about, just over 650 member businesses. How does the current state of the alliance compare to the early vision that you and the founding members had for our organization?
Well, I chuckled at your list of the first 15 to 18 businesses, and I could tell you for the first 2 or 3 years, we were the only 18 businesses there. So we got to know each other very, very well. But what happened is that our vision continued to expand and grow because we were part of something new and part of something that was developing, and we felt the enthusiasm. And I will tell you that the developer here, SMR, continued to invest in our community. And I think that's what really made our vision as a business owner fulfilled, because we saw the investment being made in our community and we continued to make investments ourselves. And I would tell you, I champion all of the financial institutions that help support our small businesses, the Bank of America, Synovus, Regions. I could go on, and I apologize for not mentioning everybody, but they invested in our businesses, and I think that they helped us grow. And that's why we are who we are today.
Excellent. Well, today's theme, it's all about the resiliency of our business community this past year. Is there anything that stood out or impressed you significantly in that regard, Lou?
When I think of resilience, I think of our ability to bounce back, okay? And we are bouncing back. And just think about the fact that we took, between your leadership and Dom's leadership, we did not give up on the Sandies. We did not give up on our events. We continue to invest in our future and our current state of mind. And I think, when I look at the staff that we have at the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance with Dan and Amy and everyone else that's here, their interest in helping businesses feel part of our environment and part of our culture. That's the resilience that we have going for us. And it's phenomenal. And I'm proud to be part of it. I can't believe I'm a chairman emeritus. My God, I think of emeritus, somebody really old, but I'm still young. So I'm enjoying it.
I think it just speaks to you years of contributions and all that you've done. And I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, just being able to put on that open air showcase and some of the events I mentioned earlier, I can't say it enough. It's those committee members that, they could have just kind of given up and just stayed very self-focused during these challenging times, but they didn't. The board meetings kept going. Our committee members were they were our biggest champions. They wanted to keep the engagement going and to support one another. So, really working together to just for the greater good, as opposed to turning inward during this time. It served us all so well. And I'm so proud and feel really blessed that I've had a part to lead that through the organization. And, it's a wonderful thing to be able to come together as a team. And what do they say? A rising tide, lifts all ships. Well,
that's a testament to the Alliance, a testament to Dom, yourself. I think of Lori Ruth continually out there prospecting for things to make it happen. And that's a shout out to Lori for continually being our champion. And it's cheerleaders like that we need in our community. And it's really fun to be part of it.
Absolutely. And she was the one that stepped forward and said, yeah, the Sandies has got to go on. And she did.
I can hear her doing it.
Yeah. Well, as we wrap up this very challenging year and we look to begin a new one in 2021, Lou, we're still facing some uncertainty out there. What opportunities do you think lie ahead for our business community? And do you have any wisdom to share about how to get through this continued time of uncertainty?
I think the wisdom I share is the wisdom of survival. We are winners. We are survivors. We continue to need to reach out to our community, and I think our community needs to reach out to the Alliance. I think we're doing everything we possibly can to engage in our business community. I'm thrilled by the fact that Manatee County, and I think of John Barnard and all of his years of service to the Alliance, always keeping us informed as to what was going on in our county. And I think that that's a big shout out to Manatee County for helping us, and obviously Sarasota County and the partnerships that have been developed with Heather Caston over the years. So I think that between the Sarasota, Manatee County, we are in the absolute greatest position for economic growth, economic recovery, and certainly bring that vaccine to Lakewood Ranch as quickly as you can.
I love it. Well, like you, Lou, I honestly, not that I have enjoyed every aspect of this year, like most people watching, but I will say I feel like I'm a better leader, and I've learned a lot having gone through it all. So, there are definite lessons to be learned, and one of them is just looking for that positive in every situation that we find ourselves in, and having faith in one another, and just keeping that connection so we can help support one another no matter what comes our way.
Agreed.
All right, excellent.
And I thank you very much for the opportunity to speak with you, Lisa, and to the Alliance. And congratulations to all the Sandies recipients and the nominees. Continual great success.
Thank you, Lou. You're truly an inspiration. We really appreciate you sharing your perspective on everything and just your continued support over the years.
My pleasure. Thank you, Lisa.
All right, take care. All right, Dom, I think we're time to go back to you now. I think we're going to continue on with the awards. I'm sure everybody's ready.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Lou, for all you've done for us over the years, and I know you'll continue to do into the future, and we appreciate your time and energy. So we're back, second half. We're ready to go, and our final awards coming around the corner. So we're going to start with Bull by the Horns, Enterprise One. Please join me in welcoming Frank Morgan, Executive Director of the Sarasota Memorial Healthcare System.
Hi, I'm Frank Morgan, the Executive Director for Ambulatory Services with Sarasota Memorial Healthcare System. Sarasota Memorial is proud to be part of the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance, as well as part of the special event today. Sarasota Memorial has multiple locations throughout the Lakewood Ranch community, which include our 2 urgent care centers, our 2 outpatient care centers that provide a full array of outpatient imaging services, physical therapy, and lab draw stations. In addition, we also have our first physician group practices that provide internal medicine and pediatrics. I'm also excited to share that we just completed a major expansion at our University Parkway campus, which now offers interventional radiology, PET-CT, and our brand new Radiation Oncology Center, which is part of our Brian D. Jellison Cancer Institute. I'm honored to present the Bull by the Horns Award for a company with under 25 employees. This award honors a company who was responsive and adapted their business during COVID-19. Please help me in congratulating our finalists. The Circus Arts Conservatory, Grapevine Communications, Senka at Nathan Benderson Park. Our winner is...
Thank you, Frank. And the winner is Circus Arts Conservatory. And I know we have the whole group there, other than I don't know that Pedro was going to make it today. So who's there? You are.
I made it.
So is anyone going to speak on behalf of the Circus Arts?
Jennifer Mitchell, our COO.
Well, first of all, I want to thank the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance for the nomination, and of course a nod to our partners at Nathan Benderson Park, and we've worked with Grapevine Communications as well. CAC worked really hard to be sure that we could not let the pandemic swallow us, but rather that we would conquer these challenging times. So we continued. We didn't close our facilities as gathering places. We limited them, and we From top to bottom as an organization, instituted new safety measures and protocols to be sure our staff, our artists, our students, and most importantly, the community that we serve could still feel the world-class experiences that the Circus Arts provides, whether it's through outreach, performance. We went online. Of course, many of our partners, and of course, many here today, also brought their businesses online. But we're continuing to think of how we can be innovative. The circus has been innovative since the beginning of time, and it's something that brings people together in the spirit of joy and wonder. And of course, we feel passionately about educating the next generation through the Circus Arts. And it's been a privilege for us to take the bull by the horns and continue to do what we do for this community and for our nation.
Well, thank you. I know, and I won't take too much time, but I know inside the interview process, we heard that you were always prepared. That was one of the mottos of the company. How did that assist you in 2020 and knowing that you were prepared coming into the pandemic?
Well, safety is paramount to the Circus Arts in everything we do, whether it's through our performance venues or in the actual activity of circus itself. So it was quite easy to implement safety in a different way while dealing with the pandemic and thinking about how health and safety are innate to the Circus Arts. How do we further develop that skill so that we can keep our business alive? And that was something that we put at the forefront of our planning and continue to do so as we move forward. I think that it's really important for businesses to think who they are after COVID and how they serve their clients and their supporters. And so we're continuing to do that.
Well, thank you and congratulations. It's a well-deserved award, and we hope we'll get it to you soon, and we hope you display it and enjoy it. So enjoy your day. So moving on, we're going to move on to now the Bull by the Horns Enterprise 2. It's the next level of size company that we have, and please join me in welcoming Commissioner Vanessa Ball, representing the Manatee County government today, and the award Bull by the Horns.
Hello, Alliance friends. My name is Vanessa Ball. I'm the County Commissioner of District 5, which actually encompasses most of the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance area. Obviously, I am speaking today on behalf of Manatee County government, and it's a real honor for us to be here and to be a sponsor of the Sandy Awards. I'm pleased to present today the Bull by the Horns Award for a company with over 25 employees. Bull by the Horns, particularly this year, celebrates those who have been up to the challenge that has been created because of COVID, who have been able to change their business model and move forward. So please help me in congratulating our finalists: Boys and Girls Club of Sarasota County, Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee Inc., and Moat Marine Laboratories and Aquarium. And the winner is...
Thank you, Vanessa. And the winner is the Boys and Girls Clubs of Sarasota County. Bill, you're...
Oh my gosh. So sorry, Dom. I was so prepared.
Well, Bill, you know, it's 2020, so everything happens for a reason, but you're still the winner, and congratulations.
Well, I want to thank you, and I want to thank the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance for this opportunity, especially all the sponsors, especially the presenting sponsor, Bank of America, who are great supporters of ours. And I want to congratulate all the nominees and award winners. We are just proud to be part of this group. 2020 was our 50th anniversary for Boys and Girls Clubs of Sarasota County. We had a big year of celebrations planned, and March certainly changed things, and we had to take the bull by the horns. I'm just so proud of our staff, our board, and our community for coming together. In March, we closed for 2 weeks. We opened up in April to serve youth, families of first responders, and essential medical personnel. We did that in April and May. and then had to pivot to our summer program. We're used to serving about 2,000 kids during the summer, and we can only serve about 650. And I just want to quickly tell you about that. We did 2 sessions of heavy educational programming. It was called Great Futures Academy. 650 kids participated. They were from Title I schools. We didn't charge the families at all. And those kids from Title I schools are the ones most at risk to slide backwards during the summer. The risk of that slide was all the more amplified by COVID. So of those 650 kids, we're proud to tell you none slid backwards on math and reading with the help of our teachers from Sarasota County. 86% made gains in math and reading. So we're awful proud of that. We also offered a virtual learning program for daytime learners, for kids who aren't quite ready to go back to bricks and mortar school. And we just really had to pivot, and I'm so proud of our team. Lastly, I want to end with telling you that a lot of people say 2020 should be the forgotten year. It's the worst year ever. And when I say this next comment, I say it with the utmost respect and compassion for all those that have been affected by this pandemic. But 2020 is a year we can look back on as a community and be proud, because we all came together and made a difference. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Bill, and thank you for all you do there for the children within our communities. We know that you're important, and their lives matter as well. So thank you for what you do. But before you leave, I've asked everyone a question. I went back through the notes on the interviews, and it wasn't. It was a surprise to me, and it may have been to you, but all 3 of the finalists were nonprofits. And I know you talked about this in your interview. Can you elaborate on the importance of all 3 of the companies being nonprofits?
Well, yeah, Meals on Wheels Plus of Manatee and Moat Marine, who Moat Marine's a great partner of ours. I'm just glad the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance and our community recognizes the importance of nonprofits as part of our business community. I think that was great that there were 3 nominees. We know all the businesses through the Alliance had to pivot and do things differently. But to recognize the nonprofits who are doing some essential services during this tough time was very special to us all.
Well, congratulations again, and enjoy your day. We'll be getting your award to you in a few days for sure. So
thanks. And
enjoy
sorry
your
about
day.
the technical difficulties, but I appreciate it.
It's part of 2020. Take care.
Right. Thank you.
I want to thank again Vanessa Ball for the presentation, and the County of Manatee for their support of the Alliance and everything that we do within the community. Both Vanessa and the county are great supporters of Lakewood Ranch and the Manatee community. So thank you so much for both. And we're going to move on to our last and not going to say it's most important, but definitely most important now that the other 4 are behind us. And we're going to do Community Champion, a company. We did Community Champion individual a little earlier, and now we're moving on to our Community Champion company. And please join me in welcoming Mike McCoy, Market President with Bank of America, our presenting sponsor.
Good afternoon, Alliance. I'm Mike McCoy, Market President for Bank of America in Sarasota, Manatee, and I am honored to represent my teammates at Bank of America and Merrill and the private bank to present the Community Champion Award today. Serving the community is an important part of who we are at Bank of America as we drive responsible growth with a strong focus on environmental, social, and governance leadership. This enables us to serve clients, deliver returns for our shareholders, and address some of society's greatest challenges. Our focus on ESG helps us define how we mobilize our capital and resources, informs our business practices, and determines how and when we use our voice in support of our values. Our commitment to ESG principles helps us build trust and credibility as a company that people want to work for, invest in, and do business with. By continuing to drive responsible growth, we have strengthened our company and sharpened our focus on serving our 3 groups of clients: people, companies, and institutional investors. So, that's it for the commercial. Now, I am pleased to present the Community Champion Award for a company. This award recognizes a business that has shown strong support for the community and the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance. They have humbly served our community with their outreach and exemplify service above self. Congratulations to our finalists. Foley Bryant Architecture, Michael Saunders and Company, Willis Smith Construction. And the winner is...
Well, thank you, Mike. And the winner is Willis Smith Construction. Well, good afternoon, David. I see you're on. I see you have part of the team there, and we're going to open up the mic for Willis to give a message if you care to have one.
Well, thanks again, Dom. We're really humbled as an organization to receive this award. Community involvement is just important to both our mission and what we do here at Willis Smith Construction. We definitely encourage a lot of participation with all our employees, whether it's serving on boards, volunteering for non-for-profits, or sponsoring events. But a lot of this goes to the employees that make up Willis Smith. And I do want to mention the other two nominees that were part of this award, Foley Bryant Architecture and Michael Saunders. Two great individual organizations that also support this community. So we can't thank enough and be blessed just to be in Lakewood Ranch and have so many organizations that support our nonprofits and are very active in the community. So very much thanks to the Business Alliance and all the members that make part of this organization.
So David, I'm gonna put you on the hot seat. You weren't in the interview process, so I don't know that you may know the answer. But during the process, we talked about challenges through the year, and there was many. Willis discussed the greatest challenge that you saw throughout the year. So do you know what was your greatest challenge this year?
Well, a lot of it was just keeping people safe. When from a community standpoint, that meant more volunteering, where we could support a lot of the organizations. We would just keeping the social distance. Working with our vendors to make sure things run as smooth as possible. But just going the extra mile, whether it's meeting offsite or in smaller groups, just to help support our community organizations throughout Sarasota and Manatee counties.
Yeah, and you did it this year, David. I mean, when a lot of companies couldn't be out and didn't have the activity that we needed in the community, Willis Smith was there in many of the cases to make sure that the energy was put into the programs. And part of probably why earlier this afternoon Peggy was a winner as well. Well deserved on both fronts, and congratulations from the Alliance and myself personally. And look forward to seeing you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dom. And thank you to the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance.
Have a great afternoon.
Take care.
Well, that concludes our awards. But before you leave, please hang on. We have a surprise for you all at the end when I get through with a couple comments. Another congratulations and a virtual round of applause for all our winners today. They're both the winners that were announced as winners and the nominees. You're all winners, as I said earlier in the presentation. The Sandies will be here for years, but your memory of 2020 will be here hopefully for not much longer, as far as I can see. A special thank you to Dan Sidler, our vice president here with the Alliance. If it wasn't for Dan's special attention to detail on today's event, we would not be where we are with this event. And a thank you to Janet, Amy, and Caitlin for their assistance as well. This team remains the backbone of the Alliance, and their hard work brought forth the success today. As for 2020, well, I'm glad that it's concluding. We won't forget it. It's been a very difficult year, and by no means are we out of the woods. We will continue to bring our members both in virtual and in-person events and together to see each other one way or the other. Our programs will continue, and we will continue to look at how we can connect, educate, and strengthen the businesses throughout the Gulf Coast region. The power of connection is real, and we plan to deliver it for you all through 2021. Thank you for attending today's Sandies Awards, and we hope that we see you all in person or virtually, whatever works best for you. I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. We have much to be thankful for, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for spending your time, and have a good afternoon.
I am a member of the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance.
What is the power of connection? The Alliance helps me connect with new customers.
Because of the Alliance, I've not only benefited professionally, but I have made lifelong friends.
As a member of the Alliance, I've expanded my network from Tampa to Fort Myers.
How does the Alliance connect, educate, and strengthen?
I have received referrals from Alliance members.
I have referred customers to Alliance members.
I do business with other Alliance members.
The Alliance has resources that keep me informed what's going on throughout the state and in our local community.
The Alliance provides platforms for me to learn new skills and best practices.
The Alliance has provided insights that help me grow my business.
The Alliance has over 700 member organizations. The strength of our membership provides influence.
We have strength in numbers.
What does the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance mean to me?
The Alliance has helped me grow my business.
The Alliance has helped me strengthen my team.
Because of the Alliance, I can expand my business beyond Lakewood Ranch.
Through the Alliance, I've not only earned new clients, but I've made new friends.
Joining the Alliance is the best thing I've done for my business and myself.
What does the Alliance mean to you?
What does the Alliance mean to you?
What does the Alliance mean to you?
Growth.
Friendship.
Teamwork.
Network.
Education.
Expansion.
Revenue.
Communication.
Influence.
The power of connection.